Welcome to Comedians Interviewing Musicians. You're listening to the audio version of the live streaming podcast from Austin, Texas. This is Season 4, Episode 49, recorded on August 7th, 2018, live from the Velveeta Room with hosts BeckiJo, Neill, and Claude Ramey. Our musical guest is the Texas KGB. But first, we have a not-so-secret little club to tell you about, where you can get access to exclusive content, merch, your own spotlight on the show, and of course more for as little as $1 a month. Join our community of patrons that make this show so possible. Sign up at CIMP.live. That's CIMP.live. Thank you for supporting live music. And remember, give the podcast a 5-star rating. Every rating helps these artists get discovered by new fans. And now, brought to you by Music Firsthand and their live music booking app, here's Comedians Interviewing Musicians.
Can I be that diva that's like sweating like a Jordan? Or some intern, so someone bring me a blanket, Jesus. Am I the only one that's up here I'm dripping?
You're very shy. You're glowing.
It's not a glow. It's like a reflecting pond.
I tried to help.
We're giving them some time for the band to set up. But we have some sponsors we'd like to thank before we start the show. We got Fourth Tap, 9 Bandits, 512 Tequila, Eastciders, all of our favorite people that we love very much. You didn't see any of that.
Yep.
Surprise, no one's here yet. But we'd like to thank, firstly, the Velveeta Room for letting us be here. Give it up to the Velve. And to your lovely bartender, Pat Dean. Please tip him, appreciate him. Or you can sing the Pat Dean to him anytime. That is not patented, Pat Dean-ed by anybody. It's his theme song now. Surprise. Would you like to introduce anybody?
Yes, I would love to introduce.
Now that we're up here.
I don't know why I said I guess. I mean, sure, we'll do the show. First of all, if you want to watch any past episodes of Comedians Interviewing Musicians, you can look us up on YouTube. We are all up on there. And if you want to watch the current episode, guess what? You're doing it right now. So please welcome our guest tonight, the Texas KGB.
Woo!
Hello. Hello, world.
Way down a curvy road, there's a world you've never seen, where the pines grow tall and the water's pure and clean. If you listen closely, you might be able to hear the sweet melody that rolls through the hills. Like a familiar song, it calls you out by name, speaks right to your heart, it pumps through all your veins. Like a sense of knowing, but still you're unsure. Like singing harmony without learning any words. Oh, welcome home. Oh, welcome home. Chills down your body and right back up your spine. Feels like you've been here at least 1,000 times. Memories that have long been subdued. Spirits calling out to you. Oh. Oh. Welcome home. pines grow tall and the water's pure and clean. Welcome home. If you listen closely, you might be able to hear. Welcome home. Oh, let me have you back home, you know. Welcome home. Thank you very much.
Keep it going for Kelly Green Band. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
This is exciting. Facebook people and also people in the audience here at the Velveeta Room, you can comment questions on Facebook on the stream at any time if you would like, and they get sent to our phones via space.
We're not being rude.
answer.
We're checking for you.
Yes, and also probably Tinder, but it's fine. And we do have T-shirts for sale in the audience, so come get a real comfy T-shirt amongst stickers and whatever. But thanks so much for joining us, y'all. Ooh, the drink switch. That's why we got that cocktail table up there. We were thinking teamwork. You guys, some of you grew up playing music. I really wanted to know, like, I was reading your bio that you guys have been in some like bands growing up as like kids and teens. Like, what was the best or worst teen band you grew up in?
I gotta say, it was our very first band, which my dad appropriately named The Crash. Because it was a train wreck for sure. We pretty much played a bunch of really bad Green Day covers and the longest version of Alice Cooper's 18 that you've ever heard.
Well, I was 11, you were 13?
Yeah.
Something like that.
He just wanted to shout out, like, you're the older one. Rude.
Yeah.
Just like a little sibling.
It's the one thing I got in this world. I'm the
He
young
was
one.
basically just like, and you're gonna die first. So
Subsequently, that was the name of their second band. You're gonna die first. Do you have like any really bad music you listened to as kids that you still listen to now?
I want you to tell them the first albums your family ever bought you.
Ooh.
Please.
On a finger point right there. Okay. Yes, both my parents were accountants growing up, and I loved them very dearly. So I came to music way later in life than I should have, and trying to figure out, I guess, what they thought I was gonna like. They gave me 3 albums for Christmas one year. First one was Pearl Jam's Animal, which actually is a pretty good album.
Not bad.
Followed up by Prince's Diamonds and Pearls.
Perfect.
Not a very good album of Prince's. And then Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back.
Just hitting all the,
Oh,
you know.
man, they
Pretty
were
much
like, I don't know what
describes
you
our
like,
band
so
to
we're
a
just going to
T.
see. And I was like, well, I'm going to listen to it all.
I don't even know if that's like necessarily the weirdest net, but it is a very.
It
it's not that
explains him
wide.
as a person to me.
It's a broad spectrum of music.
Did they get you "Baby Got Back" the single, or are there
Oh, the
other
whole-
songs? Is
sir,
there an
I
album?
have the whole album.
There's other songs.
There's other music on there.
Huh. Are
But I
they
mean, just
as
name it.
good?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sir Mix-a-Lot's a genius.
Such as Daddy
That's why he
got
was knighted.
front, Mama got side. Like,
Anybody else bad music you grew up on?
I actually was watching Bruno for like the first time with my boyfriend the other day, and I realized that a lot of the songs that were relevant during that time were like my jam. Like, and I don't know the names to any of the bands, but I could tell you all the words. Like there was the one that was like, "This is the rhythm of the night,
Yes.
my life," and there was like "Run away, run away," and there was like all these. I knew every word, but I have no idea who the bands were. So I was like, that's a guilty pleasure of mine. Like I love all of those bands and all of those songs. Like
We'll
just
never
dance,
skip
like,
them. Always
Yeah.
will sing
She's
them in the
also a
shower.
Wham fan.
Wham fan.
Well, I mean, who's not?
Oh, isn't the first song you learned? It was
Right.
Last Christmas.
Last Christmas. Well, my mom bought me this keytar.
It's on their
when I was
webpage.
4.
I'm not
Yeah.
just a weirdo.
He was there.
She bought me a keytar, and the demo on it was Last Christmas, and so I learned the whole thing, like from just the little solo part. But I had never heard it because we didn't like really listen to the radio or nothing. So the first time I did hear it was like when I was like almost an adult, and I was like, holy shit, this is a real song with words and lyrics, because I only knew the dee 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 dee. Like that part, I was like, whoa, it blew my
It's
mind.
like finding out like the Wii loading page is actually some like seriously constructed sonata or something like.
I wanted your
"Son of
first
a-"
reaction to be, this guy's butchering it.
He doesn't know how to play the keytar.
Yeah.
I thought the keytar version was a lot better, actually. So
Most things
I believe.
are better on the keytar. What instruments did everybody grow up like? Do you all play anything else?
Kazoo.
Fair.
He does a mean kazoo solo. Guitar. He plays saxophone.
My dad gave me a guitar first, and then she stole it from me.
Yeah, I know. I literally, my dad was like, "Here's your Christmas present," and I was like, I gave him that look of like, "Oh, that's cute." Wait, 5 minutes. I was like, "That's mine." That's.
And then
mine.
the next year, my dad was like, "Here, now you play drums."
Pretty much. Get this. No more fighting.
When we
You
were
get a whole other
kids,
one.
we like knew we wanted to be musicians at a really young age, and we would put Kiss on, and we had these like little yellow wiffle ball bats.
Yes.
And we would
Tennis
like
racket.
air guitar to these wiffle ball bats, and I would get very aggressively angry if anyone tried to play the solo. I'd be like, "No, I'm the lead guitar player."
I am
Wiffle ball
first
bat
wiffle
solo.
bat. Take your seat in the back. Second tee. Oh, son of a.
Well, on the topic of first guitars, Jace, your first guitar was from Saddam Hussein's palace,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
As speaking as an American taxpayer, worth it.
That's
Now we know why we were there.
Yeah, that's I'm
I go
good
the
now.
distance for quality. That's pretty much.
to bring music
Was it a
back.
good? Is that it?
No, I wish. That was actually cool. They actually won't let you bring anything back from a war zone.
Oh,
So we didn't get to bring things back. But my buddy got it over there. He
Capitalism.
found it. His family sent him over some strings once everything kind of calmed down and mail was a thing that was coming in. And he taught me a couple of different songs, mostly Rodney Carrington tunes.
You were
So-
like, all I know is Baby Got Back and
Pretty much. I was
Princeton.
just like, I got this one, man. I got 3 albums that I listened to a lot.
I got him on repeat. Oh. If you grew up playing music, do you have any like child star complexes other than the lovely like sibling rivalry? I love that shit. That's always going to be like a part of kids growing up doing the same thing together. Like, is that weird or super fun or both?
I think it helps us a lot. I don't know if we have child star complexes necessarily.
I just like putting like that
I
like
to think
hope.
that we're pretty humble and incredibly talented all at the same
And
time.
really good looking.
It's true. This is
Really,
a very pretty
really
bunch.
good-looking.
It's very odd that like people are prettier than Claude on this stage. I'm the only one that's apparently sweating my life away, so it's clearly not me. I'm over here
It's
drowning.
really warm up here.
I'm like
is it
literally
warm out
drowning in
there
my own
too?
swamp
Okay.
ass. It's not
I
just
was-
me. Okay.
No, I was like, thank God for bangs. I'm
I'm over here like I
sparkling.
need bangs, but except it's melting into my head right now. Also, I've been sliding around on this seat and now I'm stuck to it. So I'm hoping that I can get out of it at the end. Let us
well,
pray.
it's a stand-up comedy theater, so the stage is designed for one person doing minimal effort. So that's probably why it's so warm up here.
They're trying. If you guys could write the soundtrack for any cartoon and or TV show, what would you write for?
Rick and Morty.
That was
King of the
quick.
Hill.
Ooh. Two good ones.
That's my purse.
Your turn, boys.
Oh, man.
You're getting one up.
Any
These are
cartoon
good.
or movie?
Yeah, or like TV show.
Teletubbies. Just something real weird. Just something as bizarre as possible and just
Right.
make it way wrong.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Maybe, okay, just to be the strange one then. Game of Thrones, so I could ruin it with
It's
a
a
bunch of
cartoon.
country music.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just play songs with like, that's not like Jesus, I had a beer with Jesus and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
the dragons come out and are
Yeah,
like,
and you're like,
walk the
beer
dog
with
today.
Jesus. And you're like, this doesn't make any sense. Who wrote the soundtrack? This is terrible. I must-
Someone's getting flayed and it's
must
like a
know.
country ballad. Rude. Although someone should do that. Someone should like mix poorly timed, poorly like.
Right?
We got to get on that. That's our next endeavor, Chris.
See? It might be a great idea.
If you could put anything ridiculous on your writer, like even if you could get away with anything on your writer, like what would it be? Like if you could demand anything and just get away with it. Like if you were Beyonce and you could be like, this is mine. Or Katie Rain. If you could be like, this is mine.
You have to stab at least 2 hobos before the show can start. It's a ritual.
See, I was thinking
dark.
like, elephant petting zoo.
Yeah, she was like,
Aw,
I
right
want to
beside each
nurture.
other.
He's like, I want blood. Different things.
It's rock.
All I need is just make sure I have some vodka and some soda water. That's really all I need. It doesn't matter even if I were Madonna someday. That's all I would ask for, probably.
Exactly.
I want
Not
a
very
U-Haul
exciting.
full of weed just so that when they open up the back, it all spills out and they have to be like, no, God, no, all the weed. And
It's like a really scary adult pinata.
yeah, just like, yes, open
People
that
are
up.
like, oh, don't get in there. And
I'd
shit,
be
like,
at the back door every time. Just, yeah.
see.
It's going to spill all over those guys. Watch this, watch this, watch this.
Right, like you rig it, so it's like when you put all the dishes in your like cabinet, you're like, nope,
Have you guys ever seen, is it the movie Tommy, where about the pinball wizard?
Oh, yeah.
There's like this
I know
scene
of
with
it.
these baked beans that I still don't fully understand. But
Boomers, what were y'all doing?
Baked beans in like a truck?
no, this lady's literally like
That would have been
Like
cool.
bathing in
rolling
it.
in baked beans. It's
You ever seen the Who's Tommy, like the movie, the rock opera?
How have I missed
get
baked
on
bean
it.
Oh man,
rolling?
I'm telling
It's like
you,
comes pouring
you
out of
guys
TV or something.
pretty much like
Death by
affected
baked
me as a
beans.
child. I was
Yeah, I'm like over here like I'm like, I don't want to be covered in baked beans.
Right.
That sounds sticky and slightly, I don't know. It arouses like my
I
barbecue
encourage you to check it
Midwesterness.
out, but at the same time, I'm like, it's really weird. So I don't know.
I mean, that's
Why
what we
was
do
I
here.
watching that as a child? Is the other thing I need to ask now.
Like,
Is
well,
it
beating
an
people with
inappropriate
wombats.
movie or? I just remember seeing it once, like bits of it as a little kid, and my dad trying to explain it to me, and me thinking, I guess when I grow up and I'm a grown up, the '70s will make sense.
Yeah.
And they
That's
still
what everyone
don't.
in the
And they
70s
all
was also thinking.
Yeah.
Someday this will all make sense. Do you guys want to do another song?
Yeah.
All right, Velveeta Room, give it up for Texas KGB.
She jammed the keys in the ignition and gone the rusty bucket to LA. I don't think she had his permission. That hellhound tore behind us the way. His dirt bike bit the dust in Amarillo. We'd heard he'd hitched a ride to Santa Fe. Last place that his head would hit that pillow would be a jailhouse in Los Alamitos Bay. Carolina, right behind you, I don't mind you. Carolina, Carolina, are you coming home today? Carolina, I'ma find you, right behind you, I don't mind you. Carolina, are you coming home to stay? She told me she thinks Hollywood is broken, so we hopped on Highway 1 to San Jose. Last time that I saw her, she blew kisses when she left me on the strip in Monterey. Carolina, right behind you, I don't mind you. Carolina, Carolina, are you coming home today? Carolina, I'ma find you, right behind you, I don't mind you. Carolina, are you coming home to stay? Well, she disappeared into the thin blue air. Left me wondering if she was ever really there. Carolina, 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 Carolina. She sent a postcard and a letter and a couple verses from her favorite songs. I went outside and burned a sweater, and I opened up a bottle to move on. Sometimes I smell her in the city, sometimes I feel her crawling in my sheet. Ooh, I've never seen a girl so pretty as she did when she left me in that street. Carolina, right behind you, I don't mind you. Carolina, Carolina,
Thank y'all.
Hot
y'all very
diggity.
much.
Just wailing at the Velveeta stage, like this is what we do here.
It is so hot. You're right about the pit sweat and stuff.
I am
Or a
just
gray
surprised.
shirt.
I think this dress is made of plastic, so I'll be fine. But I don't know. We have some Facebook questions and one from our sound guy Ben. Ben wants to know who writes your songs and who decides who sings the leads. Like, what's the process like?
We all write, and usually if someone's singing it, they probably wrote it. But sometimes we do co-write, so that's not always true. But usually, 99.9% of the time.
Is it like I don't know, like you kind of just know who would sound, so you think about it as a collaborative unit, like you I don't know. I'm trying to, the words are difficult with
I
this.
want to actually say no. I'm just got to jump in there. I want to say no, not necessarily. And that's what I love about being in this band is like I can bring something in super poppy and indie, and then Jace can bring something in that's like Texas country, and then Kelly can roll up with some like Southern rock, and we just make it work. So it's pretty awesome. It's like
You also kind of let the audience decide a little bit. Like if nobody claps for your song at the end of it, it's like it's like
Oh, we know that life.
Yeah, I get it.
You
Yeah.
know? And you just go, okay, well
scratch that one.
maybe I'll tweak it a little bit.
Like
Take
you
it
think you're
back.
funny, then you get someone, you're going home, you're like, that's it, I'm joining the circus. Except you have to be funny to be in the circus,
I'm
so I
running
can't even
away.
join the
I'm running
goddamn
away.
circus. No, I feel that pain. Oh, sorry.
I have an
broke-ass
iPhone
cricket
6. It's
phone.
not loading the fan questions anymore.
there
It's
you
given
go.
up. We have another fan question. It's something I was wondering as well. That's some badass suitcase playing. Where can I get lessons?
I bought mine at a Walmart. Suitcase lessons are probably non-existent. So
Do you put anything in it for acoustics?
a bunch of other sticks and tambourines.
We were gonna bring a cajon, but he like injured himself rocking
Yeah.
out the other day. So the
Can't do the hand slaps?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
well, because he's broken, he's put his hand through like 3.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yes.
I've broken
Just
through multiple
straight through
cajons.
them.
Whoa,
Yes,
through
to
a
the-
cajon?
To the
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
to where when we call the insurance,
They're like,
people
"Oh,
for
you
it, they
again?"
go, "Oh, you broke another one, huh?" And I'm like, "I swear, it's."
Wait, for your hand or for the drum?
He puts his hand through.
No, I mean like
through
with the
cajon.
insurance for your hand.
Oh,
or
no
for
insurance for the drums. I don't have hand
What
insurance.
assholes? What assholes? Like, in
although he should
theory.
because he masturbates a lot.
I was gonna go there too.
Can we get Ham up in here?
Like seriously.
Carpal
But not
tunnel is
himself.
real.
That's the thing.
Ooh, shade. It is shady, brothers.
That's why the insurance won't cover it. It's like liability only, you know. Like,
That's fair.
Get out of here with your
Liability
sticky hands
only.
and your broken cajon.
Oh God, this got so dark.
Oh, by the way, sometimes we play a drinking game, and I feel like maybe it's appropriate now. One time we were drunk on a cruise ship, and all these people kept staring at us, and we were like, "What's going on?" And this lady's
Well, not
like,
only would they stare though, they would like stare,
and then they would.
and then all
I'll
of them
drink.
would take a drink, high five, and cheer and laugh. And
So we
you
were
just
like-
"I want to be part. What are you guys doing over there?"
So this lady, I guess the next morning, finally tells us as she's in her sober state, and she's like, "Just so you know, we're playing a game about you." Talking about him. We were like, "Oh, yeah, playing a game? Like what kind of game?"
Gross.
And apparently he touches his mustache a lot. So every time he touches his mustache, everybody drinks. And
So
he'll
now we have
forget
to.
in like
So
5
drink.
seconds that I said this. And he'll get vain and he'll be like, this side's not as curly.
because I don't wax it, and I just, you know, every now and then you got to touch it up.
That's a
One
mustache
side will
that
turn
deserves
down when I'm not paying
maintenance.
attention. I'll look in the mirror and be like, "Oh God!" I'm like, you know,
Is it like a cat? Like you can just feel where they're at. You just know when one's like. I don't feel like you can you see that out of your peripherals?
actually, yeah.
Just like right
Peripherals.
peripherals.
Like once
That's a
missing,
word we
oh
don't use
no.
enough.
So
I
if
just
we
thought
cut
maybe
one
like a
side
kitten.
off, you would walk all lopsided.
Yes,
You
right.
just fall over.
It's stuck in alleyways.
How to paralyze Cody?
Just
like,
walk in a
boom.
circle.
Do that thing where like when dogs wear shoes.
Yeah.
No.
If you put cat. I was going to say cat in the bottom of tape.
Tape on the bottom of
Tape
a
on the
cat's
bottom of a
foot.
cat's foot.
Like, what are you doing to cats and all right. Someone should take the tape out of this. Okay. What does a normal, which I'm assuming through this I love this conversation so much. Like normal rehearsal. Do you like? Are you guys all like
that?
business?
This
What
is
is
rehearsal. We
rehearsal?
could try a song right now. Just for fun.
That's a cute word. Practice is the quickest way to break up a band.
See, I'm a theater nerd. I'm like, we're going to rehearsal. You sit downstage and I'll sit near. No, sorry, band practice. That's the cool word for that.
No, you know, we honestly should rehearse more, but usually it's like one time she just wrote letters on a piece of paper and handed it to me.
Because you know this song.
And
Here,
then
just
she
play it.
goes, I was like, well, what is it? She goes, I'm not going to tell you. And I was like,
This was live, like at a show.
we were at a show.
Yeah, not joking.
And I was like, what? And he was like, well, what is it? And I was like, I don't know. She didn't tell me. And he was
I
like,
just
what?
started like, dunk, dunk, dunk,
And
dunk,
she
dunk
started
on the bass,
playing.
So they're like, well, we got to do something.
Like, okay, here we go. What are we doing?
Follow the
Like, we're
letters.
just gonna guess, right? This is cool.
It was great. So
She
yeah, that
busts
was
out
rehearsal.
Hero.
Is that a song that eventually made it onto an album?
It did.
It was-
It's not
it was
an
a cover,
original, but
actually.
it was a cover. But
I need a hero.
But I
You
would-
remember that song?
Oh my
Hold
God!
out for a
Really?
hero.
Yes. Oh, I would have been so excited. I would have just stepped out and been like, I'm living my footloose dreams right now. Come on. I was
makes
like,
me think of Shrek.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't
It's
want
in
to
the
say the song
musical.
from Shrek and be basic,
Okay.
but
No,
yeah.
did you call me basic?
Well, I'm saying we're both basic.
Well, for me, it was Short Circuit. Has anybody else seen Short Circuit
Steve
2?
Gutenberg.
Okay, when Johnny Five hops up on the boat and he's like swinging across, like that's what the first time I heard the song, and I was like, I'm gonna play that someday.
Everyone has their first I need a hero experience. It's just all like I feel like I only knew the Shrek one because of babysitting. And then I did babysit a girl who was like, oh yeah, the song that fat fairy sang. I was like, oh, bit. Okay. Do you want to do your segment? Good
Sure,
sir?
yeah. We're going to do a segment I like to call Claude Goes on a Tangent. It's a quiz game. I don't know what you're playing for. The first time it was like for someone in the audience, and then I don't know. It's complicated. Whatever. I find out something about you. I research it. I quiz y'all on it. So y'all are called the Texas KGB Band.
No.
No,
or
we're not.
The Texas KGB, short for Kelly Green Band.
Yeah.
Claiming that birthright. I see you. And I don't know if y'all know this, but KGB is also a term for a Soviet-Russian spy agency.
What?
Never heard of her.
Yeah. So I'm going to quiz y'all on some trivia about the other KGB, as people tend to call it. And you can just chime in with an answer. I don't know what we're playing for. It's called Claude Goes on a Tangent. FBI employee Robert Hansen was eventually caught for spying on behalf of the KGB. 5 years before he was caught, he was found using password decrypting technology on a federal computer. What excuse did he successfully use to get out of getting caught that time? Did he say, A, I was trying to install a printer and I needed to bypass the password? B, I forgot the password and I didn't want my boss to yell at me again? Or C, he just sarcastically said, uh-oh, you caught me, I'm a KGB spy.
Definitely C.
Totally.
Printer.
Yeah.
It was the printer. Yeah. It was a printer. And I don't know if he had a printer like to back up his story or if we had to make like an emergency run to Circuit City and was like, it was 1997,
I need a
so
printer immediately. Yeah, they can't be like.
But wait, you know we're not Russians, but we were in a hurry to get here. Tell
Oh,
a joke.
okay, I just
I've
got
read
it.
about
I
joke
got
stage.
it. I got it.
Like in a hurry. Come on.
Yugoslavian President Josip Broz Tito
That's how you say it.
was a communist, but he didn't want to join the USSR. Stalin had lots of ideas on ways to assassinate him. Which one of these is one of them? A singing telegram. B, bubonic plague. Or C, inciting a democratic revolution in Yugoslavia that in hindsight was a bit of a counterintuitive move.
I'm going to look to our Russian expert.
I'm going to go with A, because the singing telegram by the end of it, you're like, fucking kill me.
That's a great idea, right?
Right?
Because
Then
it
the
was
guy
mine,
goes, "Ha-ha!"
not the correct answer.
Just makes me think of the movie Clue.
Yeah, I am your singing telegram, bitch.
Yeah.
No, you ain't.
The answer is bubonic plague.
Yeah.
That seems contained.
He wanted
feel
to
like a
normal-
he
I feel like I
wanted to
don't know
send
anything
him a
about the KGB
beautiful
apparently.
box that when he opened it, it would just like shoot bubonic plague in his face.
Is that
like
like a plague where like big
That's
tittied
the
robots
black
come
plague.
shoot you with their big titties?
Bubonic.
Get it?
See,
I wish.
Bubonic.
oh, okay.
Pew pew.
Up top.
See,
Pew pew pew.
Russians would never
Should've been.
stoop to
Yes.
English puns.
Honestly, I would rather prefer who's the asshole was like, if I could just give this one guy a plague. Just
Yeah.
this one guy. I can just contain this one. It's like, I'll make one zombie and make sure he stays in his house. Like, no.
I like how Soviet Russia even had janky old diseases. Like you didn't even have anthrax. You had to go medieval. Okay.
Yeah, we're going straight.
Right? Like Black Plague, dude. That's old. That's old. That's old school. It's
Yeah.
medieval.
Third and final question. President Sukarno of Indonesia. His name is literally just Sukarno. He's like Cher. But he was a kind of a communist, but not really. And the U.S. and the Soviet Union just couldn't stand it. Like, you have to pick a side, as you remember, because, KGB. But let me see. So Russia had hired a bunch of women to dress up like stewardesses and have sex with him. So Russia filmed it and sent him the movie to blackmail him. Was Sukarno's response A, accepted the consequences of his actions and maintained independence from the USSR, B, joined the Soviet Union, fell to their pressure, or C, asked for copies of the movie?
See.
It's C.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he was unfazed. He was like, that's awesome. I don't know why he needed multiple copies. Like, don't be Sukarno's Secret Santa.
Did you get
but
like the underball angle? Like,
here's a fun story. This isn't a question, just something I learned while sleep deprived and researching this on the lam at work.
In the dark KGB web.
The CIA heard about this stewardess sexy tape. They did not hear that it was a complete failure. So they were like, we need to get a sex tape on Sukarno. Let's hire porn actors to just make one and we'll say it's him. They could not find a porn actor who looked like the president of Indonesia. So they had a mask made.
Oh, no.
Made this movie because the original sex tape like irritated people in Indonesia. So like, yeah, we'll make one and it'll make them like revolt against him. So they made this sex tape and realized, oh shit, it's the 1960s. We don't have ways to distribute movies to households. So somewhere there's a pornography movie with a Indonesian president rubber mask that
you
was
imagine?
paid for
Too.
by our tax dollars. Going back to that again.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Have you ever worn prosthetics?
Again, worth it.
America.
I think we deserve to see it.
What are tax dollars for, if not that?
I don't know.
No, I've done too much theater to think that liquid latex can be like a sexy thing anymore.
Well, it wasn't
Latex,
like
fine.
HD.
Liquid, that shit smells like feet, and it's terrible, and it gets stuck in your eyes, and it's bad.
This
Oh,
was
having sex in a
professional
rubber mask.
actors, though.
No,
Professional
professional.
actors. Yeah.
Yeah, like we're professional comedians.
Mhm,
Okay.
Exactly.
Could
And
you
that
imagine
ends the
having
segment.
a-
Claude goes on a tangent. Thank you.
I love that segment. Before we get into your two-song bit, do you guys know like that game like how well do you know your spouse? And then like nobody knows their spouses at all. I said linguini. What's a what? Not the Newlywed Game. I mean, I guess technically, but
We just didn't
Shut
want to
up,
use
Ben.
copyrighted names.
we don't have Newlywed Game money, okay? Join us on Patreon. All right. I want to play like a sort of matchy game because I know you guys obviously are related, but I was going to switch it up and do like the rows. So we have like Violet and Cody and Jason Kelly. We'll do like I'm going to ask Cody a question, and I want Violet to answer what you think he would say. And since I actually turned your notepad into some sort of like scary sweat fan,
I'm going to be
I won't make
pedantic, but would that be the rows or the columns?
Oh, what?
Shut it down.
Okay,
No, we're done.
Okay, no.
Sorry.
I'm too hot. I'm not
Danger.
thinking. Okay.
Well, you guys are aware of the relationship of the band, right? Like husband, wife, brother, sister.
Right. I was going to switch it up, but it
Cousin.
doesn't make sense.
Outsider.
But I thought brother and sister was better.
Okay.
No, well, maybe. Okay. You're
No,
right. Maybe
well-
we do the diagonals.
Actually, just do not put
You have
these
to
two
pay
on the
extra
same
for
team.
that. That's
what I
because
thought.
they're
Like, I was
basically the
trying to
same people,
separate
but one
them.
has
Yeah.
breasts and a vagina, and the other one has a very small penis.
I didn't want them to. I thought it would be unfair to put you
My
two
tits are
together
not
to guess
that
each other's
big.
stuff and them two. But
I'm
I guess
sorry,
that is
it's not
wrong.
that small. I wouldn't actually know. I just had to. That was a cheap shot. I'm sorry.
It's because he keeps breaking his hands on the cajon. We all know what he's frustrated about. Okay, so.
Like a T-Rex.
Like a T-Rex. I'm gonna do the whole segment with the T-Rex hand on now, as if I weren't
it.
sweating enough. I also just found out that the tongue in here can be moved, and it's terrifying. Okay, so
Ladies.
welcome to the Music First Hand. Yeah. Welcome to the Music First Hand pretend match game / newlywed game / we made it up because we don't have Steve Harvey money. So Know your bandmate? Is that what we're going to call it?
No, your bandmate. Woo! That's how you make it a thing.
Oh, thanks for faking that with us, guys. We love you. Okay. Cody, this question is for you, but Violet is going to answer it. Between the two of you, Violet, who would you say Cody is the messiest? Or who Cody would say is the messiest? I swear, my brain is melting.
Wait, between the two of Cody
Yeah,
and
like
I?
between the two of you, who would you say Cody would say is the method? Oh my God, I actually am
Who would
having a
you
stroke.
say
That's
I
a
would
really
say is the
weird.
messiest?
That's
Who-
a really weird way.
What
to ask
would
that
Cody
question.
say? Oh my God, how is this so hard? Am I
Which
literally
one
having
of
a
you
stroke?
would Cody say is the messiest?
That's
Nailed
how
it.
you say
Boom.
that.
Yay! Nailed it.
I actually maybe need medical. Are we
Yeah.
good? Okay.
Just got applauded for English.
I don't know. I would hope he would say.
I'll take it.
I would hope he'd say himself because I'm a little bit neurotic about everything when we're on the road. But also he might be in complete denial. So I don't know. Like I don't know if I'm playing this like him being honest or him trying to like save face up here.
Honesty.
I would think honesty. I would think he would go ahead and admit that he's a slob, and
I wouldn't admit that I'm a slob, but I'm definitely not as clean and precise as Violet is. That's for sure.
So I was
In
right.
quotation, so you know
Shady,
she's
she
right.
wins. Ding, ding, ding. 10 points, Violet. I don't know we're winning, but we're just up here melting. It's fine.
We're kicking their ass.
Okay, so I'm going to ask what you think her opinion is in this next question.
That is a dangerous way to handle things.
It'll be fun.
Okay.
Who is the bigger diva? I was going to ask the hard one for the couple. That's a good
That's
one.
a good one.
Probably me. Like, if I had to be honest, I've seen her go through things like that. Grown men quit on our old tours. That literally seasoned veterans had to just roll on because we were just suffering so hard. She was like, "Fuck it, let's go to Austin and kill it." So probably me.
Your answer? I know, right? Cue sidetrack. Oh, that's really sweet.
I feel like that was the correct answer regardless if it was factual.
Right? Like she's like, what? It's true. What? Everyone's surprised? Sorry.
He can be sassy. Don't let his calm demeanor fool
Yeah.
you. He looks fluffy like a teddy bear right now, but
It's the humidity. It'll go.
Thanks.
Okay, back here. Now we're asking Cody what Violet thinks. Okay, now I'm getting her. Good Lord. All right. Who gets more creepy fan mail?
Oh, definitely Violet. Violet gets the creepiest fan mail.
Is it bad?
Oh, it's real bad.
Yeah.
Or do you just have a higher threshold for being creeped out?
Right. Like you're like,
No,
it
no,
doesn't
no.
seem
You
weird that
know-
some
No.
chick sent me your
I
toenails.
think
That's not
Violet
weird.
might even have a higher creep out threshold than I do. There's stuff that she's like, no, this is fine. And I'm like, you can't talk to them ever again.
That dude's
have
creepy
to
shit.
move.
Do not message
not text
that
them
guy
back. No.
No.
Stop.
No, I've had people. I had this one guy send me like an outfit like from overseas, and he was like, put it on and hold a bottle of mustard and dance around. I was like, all right, that's cool. Like just weird shit like that, or like stomp around in a train set. I'll pay you $100.
Yeah,
You
there
know,
we
like,
go. It's like, where's the money? Like, you know that there's
Yeah,
money in
I'd
this.
stomp on a train for $100.
Yeah, I don't really like. I don't. It does. I don't really care.
I don't care what you're doing with that footage.
Yeah, like, no. I don't know. Sell it to a mustard company for all I know.
Was it a cool outfit?
it was a Godzilla suit.
No!
Just kidding.
I was like, why would that just seems mean? Honestly, that would be the best thing. Like, put this sexy thing on and film a movie, and it's one of those stupid inflatable like Tyrannosaurus Rex suits. Super sexy, babe.
big one with the
Thanks.
head.
Yes, and the air blower because he's not cheap.
That's
Sugar no, he's a sugar daddy. Okay, so back we're flipping the roles.
Mustard dancing. I'm sorry. I just love it when people know what they want. You know.
Right? I want you to wear this, and I want you to hold.
I'll
a
just
can
leave
of
it at that.
mustard.
Like,
You're like,
Well,
what?
honestly, he probably just needs to catch up. You know.
Yes, double pun down.
Don't encourage that.
We're all gonna get fired. He's gonna be there. Damn it, son of a.
well, because y'all are Russian all the time.
Ba-bam-bam. You can't steal their own. I didn't have time to put this on, but
It works with the. Fine, whatever.
I'm
I
canceling.
won't use it in my act.
Okay. Who is more likely to mess up the lyrics? What would you say he says?
I would say probably you would say you, right?
Just to confirm, you would say that. Yeah, okay.
You know what? No, I'm gonna commit to my answer. I love you, and I'll make you a smoothie or whatever you want later. But I'm gonna say you.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, well, is there like content? Like, I feel like there's maybe.
Usually we're pretty on top of it, but
Right.
I'm thinking back in my,
Sometimes
remembering
I smoke
off
too
of
much
memory,
pot,
and
that just kind of
Sometimes
like
somebody shows up with a van full of weed before
right.
the show.
You're like, they opened up the back door and it was spilling over this guy, and I don't know. I felt obligated to smoke it.
And we were doomed.
I needed to save him.
That's fair. I like that one too. Okay, we've got one more round. We're going back to Violet. Okay. Who is the funniest between the two of you?
And looks aren't everything.
I mean, this is what Cody would say, because I know I would definitely say me, but Cody would have to say me as well, so I'm going to go with me.
And
I
they're
am
by
very
proxy.
competitive.
I mean, she literally just like said that was a solid joke.
Yeah.
I turned him on to some of the best like subreddits he's ever known, and we are not going to say what they are on the mic, but like,
Pervert.
I don't want to get on any more watch lists.
yeah.
Not any more than already necessary. We were talking about this beforehand. Like, everybody does weird stuff for the internet, but there's a lot of reasons why nobody up here can run for president. No, Claude's probably fine.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
If you
except
don't
I was
count-
Googling KGB at work today. Maybe
Right.
that.
That and
At
the other
work?
day, he
How
sent
to
this
sell
lady a
secrets on
message
the
about
internet.
like
Yeah.
whole mustard, and
yeah.
he had all sorts of weird requests for her. It was
But
a
I
big
mean-
email chain.
Mustard is, I don't know, maybe that will get you fired at work, but like maybe Googling KGB at work is just going to get you like a flag and a conversation with PR.
Yeah, maybe.
And then like doing a mustard
PR
dance and
or
having your boss
HR?
find out. HR. No,
Yeah.
PR. Screw it. Round it up. They're like, we have a
I'm
scandal.
not a famous stand-up comedian for a living. I don't
There's
have
like
a PR
communists among
department.
us. They're like, it's the Red Scare all over again. We're like, this is where we're at now, America. This is what we care about. Okay. Doot, 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 doot. Roop. I lost my place. There we go. Okay. Who is the biggest flirt? I like this question because I thought about it in my on stage. Like, you know how it's like some people like
Or
work
who's
an
this
audience where they would
question
just stare at the
directed
ground.
towards?
Yeah.
You two.
Oh, out of the two of us,
And
who's
you
the
have to
biggest
answer
flirt?
it, I think, what her opinion is.
Oh, okay.
This is drama.
I'm gonna have to go with you on this one.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like
because-
marriage therapy up in here. Why would you
I
do
can
that?
appear quite sarcastic and unfriendly at times, and not on purpose. It's
Resting
just
bitch
the,
face.
the tone of my fucking voice. I'm
See,
just
that's
like,
how I flirt.
yeah, it's great to
so-
meet you. And they're like, no, really, it's awesome. Like, yeah, totally.
I'm super there with you, man.
So, and she's like, oh, I love you. I love everybody. You're awesome. She's giving hugs, and I'm like, don't hug me. I'm not.
I usually just avoid hugs because of clearly the sweat, but
Right?
it makes sense.
Well, that astounds me about Kelly. Let me just like do a little, because like we were in Georgia and like, see, I'm with Jace. Like if I don't know you, fucking don't talk to me. Stay away from me unless you're requesting like for train videos on Facebook, but you're gonna pay me for it anyway. But we were in Georgia and we literally went to go get smoothies, and we're like not even in our stage clothes, walking back, and these cars were all sitting at this intersection, and these guys honk at us and they're blowing kisses, and Kelly turned around and like blew kisses back, and I just like, and that was just like, that's how she's like really nice to people, and I don't understand.
I know, I'm with you. I no, just immediate.
Just like, you're in my way. Like
I
she
will literally
smiles at
just
people at
push
the
your
grocery
face
store.
I was
away from
literally
me
like
if you get too
sweating and
close. I'm
gross.
like-
I was like, oh, thank you.
I feel nasty, but thank you. Having a day. Do you guys want to do 2 more songs before you get out of here?
Sure, but have you heard about fart gun first?
Fart gun.
Where you point somebody and you just fart, but you have to pull the trigger.
It's like
Wait.
an even more.
It makes it
offensive
appropriate to
version
fart in
of a
public,
fart,
people.
yeah.
It makes it
Wait.
appropriate to fart in public.
Farts are cool again.
Fart
Farts are
guns.
cool again, basically, is what we're saying.
Is that like a segue into the song you're about to sing?
Yes,
or like where
this
did
next
that
song
come
is a
really
country
hope
song that I
It's
wrote.
called My Kind of Beautiful, so here we go.
I mean, I wasn't
Yes.
rushing you. I just wasn't sure where the.
Give it up for Texas KGB, Velveeta Room.
This next song is called Fart Gun. All types of love in this old world. There's all types of boys for all types of girls. I love it when your lips are touching mine. 'Cause girl, I get to kiss you the rest of my life. Oh, I love it when you're raining. Oh, I love it when you shine. You're my kind of beautiful.
Kind of beautiful.
You're my kind of beautiful.
Kind of beautiful.
Oh. Know we love that black and chrome, sitting in the sunshine outside our home. Know we always keep it shining. Take it out for a Sunday ride. Hey, yeah. She's low in the back with a long front end. Oh, I thank God it's Sunday again. You're my kind of beautiful.
Kind of beautiful.
You're my kind of beautiful.
Kind of beautiful.
Oh. Know I love this old guitar. Takes all my memories back way too far. She makes me moan, make her cry, make her cry, make her cry. But here we get to play out almost every night. Oh, I love it when we're raining, yeah. Oh, I love it when we shine. You're my kind of beautiful.
Kind of beautiful.
You're my kind of beautiful.
Kind of beautiful.
You're my kind of beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Here we go. There's all types of love in this old world. There's all types of boys for all types of girls. I love it when your lips are touching mine. 'Cause girl, I get to love you the rest of my life. 'Cause you're my kind of beautiful.
Thank y'all very much.
Is this our last song? Or does this mean we can do a shot now?
Do y'all want to do a shot? Well,
Should have done a shot whenever you wanted.
do y'all want to do a shot? We should do a shot.
We should do a shot.
Let's
But
do
also,
a
I think
shot.
we have another one to do right now, and it should be.
Wow, I want to fall off the side of the stage and sue and claim some money here. Like, this has been my game plan from the very beginning.
Right? And it's on Facebook right now.
We have a dinosaur
Everybody sees
it. Train in the back.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm gonna go home and order a train set. So
Right? You have to get somebody to pay you. That's the hard part.
song's called Doctor Doctor.
Tonight, you're miles away, and I can hear what your lips don't have to say. I can close my eyes and see your pain. I can close my eyes, but I can't make it go away. Doctor, doctor, please come help heal this broken heart. Fix it up so it won't break onto a million parts. Doctor, doctor, please erase my troubled mind. Because love takes time to die, 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 die. Die, die, die. You know love takes time to die, 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 die. See the distance, I count the seasons and mountains on fire to justify my own reasons for loving you the way I do. Love is surrender, love ain't the giving out and give you my heart to stick pins for love. It's for love, it's for love. Doctor, doctor, please come help heal this broken heart. Fix it up so it won't break onto a million parts. Doctor, doctor, please erase my troubled mind. Because love takes time to die, 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 die. Die, die, die. You know love takes time to die, to die, to die, to die. Doctor, doctor, please come help heal this broken heart. Fix it up so it won't break onto a million parts. Doctor, doctor, please erase my troubled mind. Because love takes time. Love takes time to die. Love takes time to die, 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 die. Die, die, die. You know love takes time to die, to die, to die, to die.
Thank y'all very much.
Shit, they really brought shots.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Jordan's like, get me off camera,
God.
get me off
It's
camera.
tequila, you dirty dogs.
We've got one final fan question before we wrap this up.
From an alumni.
Andy McIntyre wants to know,
Andy.
when can we get donuts, donut emoji, and talk about
Thought I
those
saw you
donuts
guys in
and
the back.
collab?
Ooh, you know what? I want the donut that looks like the little guy.
Round Rock Donuts.
No.
I think
Are you
Andy's
talking about
offering
Gordo's?
to buy, so.
Gordo's Donuts?
No. Over here at Voodoo Donuts. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the voodoo doll
They
one.
make like a little voodoo donut, and it's so cute. I don't know that I could eat it, but I'd love to take one home. You know.
Yeah. Okay, well, you heard her, Andy.
So buy her a
yeah.
voodoo doll donut. Shout out to Andy
Or
McIntyre.
maybe I'll buy
Thank
you, Andy McIntyre.
That's where we're
Back
going
there,
after
Voodoo Donut.
this, is some
Andy,
Voodoo
Andy.
Donuts.
you.
Cheers, y'all. Thank you very, very much.
Cheers.
This is really tequila.
It really is. It's not tea. It's like spirit clink. Do you guys have anything coming up that we can plug before we get out of here?
Yeah, come hang out with us. We're at 1 to 1 the third Monday of every month. I believe we're there on the 20th of this month, 8 p.m. and it's a great show. So come hang out with us. Cheers.
Ooh.
Oh,
All
and
right.
the 10th is Violet's boyfriend's Dan's birthday at the Moon Tower. So
Oh, there we go. She's like, why did you tell everybody about that?
It's at the Moon Tower Saloon, but yeah, that'll be cool.
We're going to go and celebrate Dan.
Well, thank
Dan's
you so
not
much
here
to
tonight, but
everybody that came
he's
out.
wonderful.
Oh, shout out to Dan. Can we
Yeah.
tag Dan?
Yeah, Dan.
Dan, where are you?
Dan. Yeah, Dan, where are you? You're not at the Velveeta room right now. Give it up for yourselves for showing up. Thank you
Right.
so much for coming out to see Texas KGB.
Thank y'all.
Keep it going for them. We'd like to thank our sponsors and so much of the music firsthand. Don't forget, we got $12 T-shirts in the back. Give it up for my co-host, Claude Ramey, ladies and gentlemen.
And give it up for your host, BeckiJo Neill.
Tip your bartender. Thank you and good night.
Okay, head over to CIMP.live and get your bonus videos, photos, merch, and more. And remember to give the podcast a 5-star rating. Every rating helps these artists get discovered by new fans. You can find all the full videos and past podcasts at musicfirsthand.live. Thanks for listening. See you next time.